It had no armour, no gun, no radio, no protection of any kind. 6 rubber wheels, a pair of motorcycle handlebars, an engine borrowed from a family hatchback. It weighed less than a Land Rover. A tank could crush it without the driver ever feeling a bump. And yet, this ridiculous-looking little machine went places that nothing else on Earth could follow. South Atlantic, June 1982. British infantry are pushing across East Falkland in pitch darkness under Argentine artillery fire across miles of saturated peat bog so soft it swallows boots whole. The helicopters are already stretched to breaking point, every flight hour rationed between ammunition runs and bleeding men. The BV-202 snow carriers? Gone, needed elsewhere. So, soldiers carry 105mm artillery shells on their backs. Miles of freezing moorland, in the dark, under fire. The British won that war, but the logisticians who survived it never forgot what nearly broke them. It wasn't the Argentine Air Force, it wasn't the cold, it was the ground. After the surrender, British Army planners sat down with a brutal question. What vehicle could go anywhere a soldier could go, carry what a small truck carries, weigh no more than a motorbike, fit inside a Chinook, and survive a parachute drop? What they needed was a mechanical mule. What they found was already sitting in a shed in East Devon. 2 engineers, Nick Jones and David Clayton, had been quietly building something extraordinary at Dunkswell Aerodrome. Originally designed for agricultural use, 6 low-pressure tyres, chain-driven all-wheel drive, a hull so low and so wide that it spread its weight across soft ground like a pair of open hands. Ground pressure, roughly 0.2 kilograms per square centimetre, the same as a man walking. In 1983, they drove it to the Isle of Jura off Scotland's west coast. Peat bog, tidal flats, steep hillsides, almost identical terrain to East Falkland. It beat every competitor, including purpose-built military vehicles. It floated, it climbed 45-degree slopes, it crossed ground that stopped everything else cold. By 1988, the British Army had a name for it, the All-Terrain Mobility Platform. Soldiers called it something else. The Supacat. Top speed 64 km per hour, range over 850 km, payload 1600 kilograms, towing capacity 2.1 tons, enough to drag a light gun and its ammunition trailer through terrain that would swallow an armoured vehicle whole. 2 could fit inside a single Chinook, 4 could be underslung beneath one on cargo hooks. It could be airdropped from a Hercules. It was, in every sense, a different kind of weapon. If you want more deep dives like this, hit subscribe. Takes 1 second, keeps this channel alive. Gulf War, 1991. Desert terrain. A vehicle designed for Scottish bog shouldn't work in Saudi sand. It worked perfectly. Kosovo, June 1999. Paratroopers pushing through the Kachanik Gorge towards Pristina under withdrawal fire. Supacats carrying ammunition and radio equipment with the lead elements. The photographs taken that day, British paratroopers riding Supacats down that mountain road, ran in newspapers across Europe. Afghanistan, Helmand, 2006. Apache helicopters need aviation fuel, deep in terrain no tanker truck can reach. The Supacat's FuelCat variant, 1,000 litres of aviation fuel, integral pump, engine start equipment, gave those Apaches legs no fixed fuel point ever could. Then the Ministry of Defence tried to replace it. They spent £7 million on 78 vehicles called the Springer. It lasted 20 months in Afghanistan before being quietly removed, declared obsolete and sold off, for an average of £8,000 each. The Supacat was still being built in Devon. Here's what that tells you. This machine had no right to survive. It had no glamour, no firepower, no protection. It looked almost comical next to the armoured vehicles surrounding it. But it could go where they could not. And in war, that is sometimes the only thing that matters. Today, it's electric, optionally unmanned, the same six-wheel logic now capable of operating without a driver. 40 years after two engineers built the first one in a shed. So, drop a comment below. Where in the world are you watching from? And if this kind of story is what you came here for, like the video, subscribe, and stay close. Because there are more machines like this one. Forgotten, underestimated, and absolutely extraordinary.